So if he
But
takes a second look at the Nyash, is that a red flag?
some would say it's haram, but
Cupid, what is the truth?
if he takes a second look, you don't know he's taking a second look. How do you know he's looking? You're looking at him.
Oh, my dear future husband, wherefore art thou? Welcome to Dear Future Husband. I am Dinalva, the sweetest and spiciest damsel in distress in search of my knight in shining armor. And with the help of Cupid, we'll be delving into...
With a K.
Cupid with a K. We'll be delving into the realities of the fairy tale love, the birds and the bees, and hopefully manifest my Prince Charming. Oh, dear future husband, we are looking for you. And we lived together forever. Oi!
Yo.
Cupid.
It's good. With a K.
Wow, I didn't expect you. I didn't call you yet.
You know what? Yeah, I was in the neighborhood and I was thinking about our conversations and I'm thinking, you know what? I need to know something. Let's talk about morals and values.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to know? This is nice to see you, Cupid. Good to know that I'm also living rent-free in your head, even though you don't even exist.
I don't have a head. And if I did. Anyway. So what's your core values when it comes to family?
Wow, Cupid, you came in straight today. Okay, cool. When it comes to family, I think family is special. You have to always be hopeful for family because they're really people that directly share blood with you. You're connected by more than just knowing each other and loving each other. You don't love each other because you choose to, because you have been blessed to.
Okay, that's nice. But what's your core values?
What do you mean?
When it comes to family, what are the core values in family?
Togetherness, honesty, kind-hearted intentions, and understanding.
Okay. Yeah, great answers. Great answers.
Thank you. I've been learning, Cupid.
Okay. What's your core values when it comes to love?
For me, love requires 3 pillars: respect, trust, and honesty.
Elaborate more on the trust and honesty and how they're different, because they sound kind of...
I think that honesty is more you being transparent and clear with somebody, whereas trust is almost like you actioning your honesty through actions and through intentions, which builds that dependability on me knowing that I can trust what you do, I can trust who you are, you're consistent with it, you've been open with me consistently, you know?
Okay. So, I mean, you talk a good talk, but do you walk the walk? How do your morals and values line up with your actions and behaviors?
Well, actually, interestingly, Cupid, I do try my best.
With a K.
With a K, Cupid with a K. I do action my morals in everyday application. Okay. So what I mean by that is, for example, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that may not trust my actions. So right now, I don't do actions that may make me look mistrusting in the future. For example, entertaining every man. If I entertain every man, you as my dear future husband cannot trust me to be level-minded when it comes to natural interaction with men, with my morals in terms of how much I share myself with the world and exclusivity, things like this. So I applied them by, minding my own business and knowing that I'm someone's wife to be, which means I have to act like one right now to be able to be one right in the future.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you want to make sure that the CRB is clean.
Yes.
When he does his DBS check,
sure.
You get me. Make sure that everything comes right. The stats is nice and that.
Yes.
That's a good look. So tell me about a time where your values have been challenged, where you've had to stand up for your values.
Cupid, it happens every bloody day. I have to say, in the human world, I think people move very quickly. And so, for example, when it comes to dating, men tend to try and approach with a very familiar sexual kind of vibe. And I'm thinking, bro, who are you? You don't know me. I don't know you. Why would you want to approach me like that? How about you approach me by being just kind and polite?
That's not dating though. That's the approach.
Oh, then I don't date.
You don't date?
Not many people make it past the hello.
Okay. So guys try to be overly sexual or whatever.
Yes. I don't know why they just look you up and down and just observe things that you shouldn't be observing first. You need to know, like, who am I? Because if I decide to open my legs to you right now and I was the devil, you just fell for
But
a
he's
trap.
but so basically you don't want him to get caught looking, but he's gonna look.
Yes, but at least be decent enough to hide. Don't be so obvious.
Hide that you're looking.
Yeah, just make it a little bit more like demure.
Men are not demure though.
So what's a good approach that I should think is realistic?
I mean, if a man is taken aback by your beauty, he's gonna struggle not to look. Men are very visual. You get me? So I don't know. He's got. You have to expect that he's gonna observe you. Now leering is something different. If he looks like if he's overdoing it, but I think men are able to have a good look at something they like without being too over the top with it.
So if he takes a second look at the Nyash, is that a red flag?
Some would say it's haram, but you know.
Cupid, what is the truth?
If he takes a second look, you don't know he's taking a second look. How do you know he's looking? You're looking at him.
So he has to be able to discreetly.
Yeah, man, I understand the discreet thing, but I just feel like if you're looking wow and he's looking at you like wow, then that might not necessarily be the red flag that you think it is.
You make a fair point.
You
I
know?
must note that down.
Yeah.
If we are both like wow.
But a man that can hold it down and a man that's not moving thirsty, I think he's gonna be in first place.
Yes.
Rather than a guy that's acting too hungry. So that's a lesson to the man them. Calm it down a bit, man. Calm it down.
I think so. Because that's how if you want to be, I feel like if I want to be a woman that is able to keep a certain exclusivity that makes me worthy of being a respectable woman to be a wife, which is, exclusive, and every person is to know that's the queen that we all wish we had, but we could not have. He got her. That's a good way to look at it. It's hard because then people approach me like as if I'm in a brothel or something. And it's like, bro, I'm a wife to be, not a thing. Yeah. I think that's how my values get challenged in the dating aspect of things. Obviously, when it comes to family, I feel like my values are challenged by the powers that be in society in general. Because, everybody's moving a little bit crazy. I get it.
And one last thing. In business, in the realm of, business and commerce and, because you're a bit of a go-getter.
Yes, sir.
How have your values been challenged in that arena?
You know what, Cupid? I think it's difficult in the world of today. I think people are too greedy and too hungry. So for me, I believe that if you want to do business with somebody, if you want to make money with somebody, again, trust is important, transparency, but also compliance with the law. I think compliance with the law and following certain rules that make sense, that must be there. Come on, I don't like people that cheat. So I guess I'm not a cheater in business.
Okay, so you're not trying to bump the system.
No, I'm not trying to bump the system, and I'm not trying to bump people. I don't want to get something out of you without giving you something
would you snitch?
As well. Depends on the scenarios. There's levels of urgency for snitching.
Okay, you're working in a shop. You see a co-worker pocket of £50. Do you tell your manager?
No, I would tell them off and say, why are you taking £50 out of the register? I saw that.
And they say, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, if they say, what are you going to do about it, then it means that they got a bad attitude and they're not willing to speak, which means they're being arrogant about their sin. So then I'll be like, I'm going to tell you.
So you're going to threaten to snitch, but would you snitch?
Depending on the reaction after this. If I say, I'm going to tell, and if they say, go on then, I'll be like, okay.
And then you'll tell.
And I'll tell, like, I just saw this guy. They £50. I register, baby.
Yo, okay.
I'm a snitch.
Ick number 3.
I know. Cupid, talk to me. What do you mean? Ick number 3? How?
Women that don't know how to mind their own business, and get themselves involved in stuff that's nothing to do with them. Yeah? Ick. Yeah? Busybody, jobs worth. Snitch.
Cool.
Yeah?
No snitching, mind my
no
own
snitching,
business.
mind your own business. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Don't go and put me in problems. Now your husband to be's got to go into witness protection because you want to be a snitch. You get me?
Okay, Cupid.
He's got to change his name to Jonathan. Damn it. Look what you went and done.
Oh, Cupid. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I understand why you keep it with a K. That's some
Keep it with a
serious
K,
sauce.
you know how it is,
Mind your goddamn
Mind
business.
your business, man. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that should be one of my core values for many things. Mind your own
Mind your business. It takes you a long way, unfortunately. You know? maybe in a better world where, you know, I believe personally as Cupid with a K, that honesty is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes not everybody deserves that gift, especially if it means you losing out or putting yourself in a predicament, because unfortunately the way the world is, the messenger is often shot.
That's true.
You know?
Cupid, since we're talking about honesty, I have to ask you a question. Is it ever right to admit or perhaps change the truth to a dear future husband? And if so, when? If not, why?
Okay, so, you know, how long have we got? Because you're obviously talking about body count.
No, I am not talking about body count. What is this? Cupid. It could be many different things. Cupid, come back. Don't go. Cupid, come back. Cupid with a K, I beg. Let's talk.
Do you believe in the term, what you don't know, what they don't know won't hurt them? Do you believe in that term?
Cupid, you're trying to set me up.
Do you think there's a thing?
Answer.
Do you think there's a thing called oversharing?
To be honest, I do.
Right.
But I do believe that there has to be a certain level of transparency that can be given through actions, you know, where, you know.
I think, let's talk about body count. If you have mismanaged your property.
Yes.
And you maybe leased it out to a few
bums,
to a few unworthy tenants. Do you know what I mean? You may have had a few squatters in there, and you know, maybe it was a bit of a hostel.
Oh my God, a hostel.
A bit of a bed and breakfast.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Whatever. Maybe it was a bit of that. And now you've renovated and you want to, you know, have worthy tenants in there now, right? And you're ashamed to tell new people the history of the house. Do you know what I mean? And I understand that. But if you want to be...
The history of the house, a murder was committed in this house.
Stuff that's happened in the crib, like stuff that's happened.
Used to be a trap house.
Things is, you get me? Situations and scenarios have happened. And now you've got a new tenant perspective and you're thinking, if I tell them about this and that, they ain't going to want to move. If I tell them about the neighborhood, they're not going to want to be here. But you know what? I feel like this is a testament to why we need to make good choices in life.
Yes.
Because ultimately there comes a time where you have to live with your actions. And unfortunately, sometimes where you've moved on from a certain stage, it's hard to admit to yourself and to others what you've done or what of the mismanagement. Do you know what I mean? And I understand that, but you know, this is a testament to why we need to try and make better choices so we have less to regret, like we spoke about regret last episode.
Yes, sir.
Make good choices, because at some point in time,
you're going to have to answer for them.
Right, right. So when it comes to telling the truth to your partner, I think that it's important to tell the truth to your partner, but there are specialized scenarios where withholding information that is unnecessary or may cause unnecessary distress is a form of managing your partner's well-being.
Yes.
Especially if it's not done maliciously and it's not something that, they definitely need to, but there's some things that happen that you might not, like, you know what? You ain't going to want to need to know about this because it's just going to bring you down right now. And I know you're studying for your this. I know you've got your big rah. I'm not even going to talk about this. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to handle it or whatever. You know, sometimes, you know, like, especially if you've got kids, there might be a scenario where it's just like, I'm not gonna burden you with this right now or whatever. I don't know. Honesty is good in a family setting, but I do think that diplomacy sometimes requires you to acknowledge your partners and your family members' weaknesses and strengths and manage information at times.
Yes.
To assist their well-being 'Cause sometimes,
Manage information. I like that.
sometimes giving your own, when you're in your own moment and you just want to give your truth or the truth, it might not be the best thing for the person that you're delivering it to.
Yes. Cupid. So what were you doing, Cupid? What area of the country were you in today? Because you've come with some serious sauce. Like, what happened? Where have you been?
All I'm saying is Edinburgh, stand up. Yeah.
What they saying in Edinburgh, are the values and the morals there strong?
Other than eating haggis, I'm not really sure what's going on up there. Big up Edinburgh.
Well, Cupid, this has been amazing. Listen, I'm definitely going to be minding my own business and understanding that the management of information is a vital element to a healthy and long-lasting partnership.
Yeah, sorry
that
for just
correct?
popping up like that.
No worries.
Next time I'll holler. I don't know. I'll wait for you to call me.
Okay, I'm sure I'm going to call you very soon because this conversation has sprouted a lot of interesting ideas I need to ponder upon. But Cupid, thank you for coming.
Pause. In a bit.
Ooh, I'm feeling special. Cupid showed up out of nowhere and he dropped some serious sauce. Basically, he told me to mind my goddamn business and manage information correctly. So if you agree with what Cupid has said, make sure that you drop a little comment telling us how you've been minding your business lately. Yes, drop a little like, share the love, and subscribe so that we can find your future husband together.